One of the most important characteristic feature of phylum Ctenophora is their bioluminescence. If you observe this place, you can see it neatly looks like a comb. So they have 8 rows of comb plates. So this is Pleurobrachia, and one more we have Ctenoplana. So these two are the examples of Ctenophora. Brain coral, sea pen, sea fan all comes under the coelenterate. They don't come under Ctenophora, or they come under Cnidarians, phylum Cnidaria or phylum Coelenterata. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to this session on First PUC Biology. I am Dr. Divya, Biology faculty, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. So in this session, let us study about the topic Ctenophora under chapter 4, Animal Kingdom. So we'll learn the general characteristics of this particular Ctenophora and then move on to learning about some of the MCQs that can be framed under this particular topic. So phylum Ctenophora, they are commonly called as sea walnuts or comb jellies. So comb jellies is because they look like a jelly, they're transparent, and also if you look at their structure, you can see a lot of comb plates that are arranged. It looks almost like a comb, right? So that is why it is also called as comb jellies, and it is called as sea walnut because they are marine, they live in seas. And also when you look at their shape, it almost looks like a walnut, like how in walnut there are roofs and ridges that they have. The same way these also look like a walnut exactly. So that is why it is also called as sea walnut. Their habitat, they are marine, that is living in oceans and seas, and their cell arrangement is diploblastic, wherein arranged in 2 embryonic layers having an external ectoderm and an internal endoderm. Next, the level of organization here, again it is tissue level of organization, and one of the most important characteristic feature of phylum Ctenophora is their bioluminescence. Luminescence has something to do with light, that is emitting light. Bio means life. Those living organisms that are capable of emitting light is nothing but bioluminescence. So you might have observed, right, or seen in TVs wherein the ocean tides or the sea tides, they glow in the dark. That is nothing but because of this ctenophore. So when agitated or whenever somebody is walking in the ocean tides, they as a sort of defense mechanism, they start to glow, and the whole tide that is there looks as if they have put some fairy lights in the tides, right? So that is their property. This is specifically, it is a property of the Ctenophoras, that is the comb jellies or the sea walnuts. Next, talking about the structure, they are radially symmetrical. Again here, from a plane, that is from the center, if I just draw lines like this, and if we look, we can see that each half is similar to the other half. So that is why it is radial symmetry. And one of the characteristic feature of this particular organism, apart from being bioluminescent, is they have comb plates. That is, if you can see in their body, they have external rows. That is, if you can see here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 comb plates. They have 8 rows of comb plates. How a comb exactly looks, right? Just like that, the comb plates wherein the cilia are arranged like the teeth of a comb. So that is why we also call it as comb jellies. So that is why, and the comb plates is nothing but it is external rows of cilia, and the main function of these comb plates is to help them move or for locomotion or for free swimming. Next, talking about the reproduction, here the sexes are not separate, that is they are hermaphrodites, wherein both the male and female reproductive structures are present in one individual or in one organism only, and the reproduction takes place only by sexual means, wherein in one organism itself the male reproductive organ and the female reproductive organ will be there, and the fertilization will occur and the young ones will develop. But though it is sexual means, it takes place in one organism only. and the fertilization is external, wherein the meeting of the sperm and the egg takes place in the external environment, not within the body of the organism. So therefore fertilization is external, and the development is indirect, meaning they have a stage wherein the organism develops into a larva and that larva develops into an adult. It's not like the younger organism directly develops into an adult. No, first fertilization will occur, that embryo will form into a larva, that larva into an adult. So therefore it is indirect development. Next, talking about some of the examples. So we have Pleurobrachia here and Ctenoplania. So this is Ctenoplana, which almost looks so much transparent, and you can see the comb jellies, right? That is the comb like structures. You can see rows of plates, that is 8 plates or 8 rows of comb, they have comb plates. So here also you can see the comb plates very clearly. This is very clear. If you observe this place, you can see it neatly looks like a comb. So they have 8 rows of comb plates. So this is Pleurobrachia, and one more we have Ctenoplana. So these two are the examples of Ctenophora. So this was about the Ctenophora, phylum Ctenophora. These are the general characteristics that are mentioned in the NCERT textbook. So now let's move on to learning about some of the MCQs under this. So ctenophores are commonly called comb jellies, brain coral, sea pen, sea fan. No, brain coral, sea pen, sea fan all comes under the coelenterate. They don't come under ctenophora, or they come under cnidarians, phylum Cnidaria or phylum Coelenterata. It is the comb jellies that come under ctenophores. Why they are called comb jellies? Because I told you they have 8 rows of ciliated plates that exactly look like a comb. So therefore the name is comb jellies. Or they can ask, ctenophores are commonly called sea walnuts. Instead of comb jellies, they can write here sea walnuts also. This is also the right answer, because it is also called a sea walnut, because I told you it looks like a walnut. So that is why. Next, ctenophores exhibit dash symmetry. Is it asymmetry? No, again here asymmetry means they do not have a symmetry at all. But what was the question I asked? It exhibits dash symmetry. So it is understood that they show some form of symmetry. Now what is that? Is it radial, bilateral or vertical? Not vertical, because there is nothing like vertical symmetry. Here it is radial symmetry. So it is not bilateral, it is radial symmetry. Next, dash show diploblastic cell arrangement. Is it flatworms? No, flatworms come under platyhelminths. They have triploblastic cell arrangement. Roundworms come under the Aschelminthes. They also have triploblastic arrangement, and phylum Annelida also exhibits triploblastic cell arrangement. Therefore, here it is sea walnuts that exhibit diploblastic cell arrangement. So here, instead of sea walnuts, they can also call it as comb jellies, or they can also call it as ctenophora or ctenophores. All these answers are correct. Next, comb plates are found in sponges? No. Sponges are poriferans. We don't find comb plates in them. Is it jellyfish? No. Jellyfish comes under cnidarians or coelenterates. They don't have comb plates. Nereis? No. Nereis is nothing but it is an aquatic organism, but it doesn't come under the coelenterates, and they have parapodia. Nereis, they are also free swimming organisms, but for swimming they have feet-like structures called as parapodia. So it is not nereis. So the comb plates are found only in comb jellies. Or here again, as I told you, they can call it as sea walnuts. The option can be given as sea walnuts, or it can be given as ctenophora. All the answers are correct. Ctenophora. Next question. The property of a living organism to emit light is called. Is it called luminescence? Not luminescence, because luminescence can be exhibited by non-living organisms also, like the bulb that is luminescent. It emits light. Or anything that emits light, you can call it as luminescent. Is it flames? No, flames has something to do with the fire, right? Not flames. Is it bioluminescence? Yes, it is bioluminescence, because I told you bio means life. So those living organisms which are capable of luminescence, that is capable of emitting light, are called as, that is Bioluminescence. So therefore the right option here is C, bioluminescence. It is not none of the above as well. Bioluminescence, again here I have twisted the question. Bioluminescence is a property of porifera. No, porifera are nothing but sponges. Ctenophores, is it mollusca? No, molluscas, they don't emit light. Like octopus comes under mollusca, they don't emit light. Is it echinoderms? So echinoderms, the sea urchins and all that comes under echinoderms, they don't emit light. The answer here is ctenophore. So bioluminescence is a property of ctenophore, or they can give here as bioluminescence is a property of comb jellies, bioluminescence is a property of sea walnuts, or bioluminescence is a property of any example they can give like Ctenoplana. So because Ctenoplana comes under the ctenophores only. So like that they can give the example also as an option. So therefore these options are also correct. If these options are given, that was also the right answer here. So next question. Pleurobrachia is an example for. So is it a coelenterate, a platyhelminth? No, platyhelminths are flatworms. Ctenophores. Ctenophores are though, it is a ctenophore. It is not a coelenterate because coelenterate, or it is not a cnidarian because they don't have cnidoblast in them. And is it porifera? No, porifera are nothing but sponges. So therefore pleurobrachia is an example for ctenophora. So this was about the session wherein we learnt about the general characteristics and also some of the MCQs under this. So based on these MCQs only, they can frame or they can twist and frame different sorts of MCQs. So you have to learn in that way as well. So I hope you understood this session. In the coming session, we shall meet again wherein we will take a new topic under animal kingdom, learn about it and look into what are the MCQs that can be framed in exam point of view under that particular topic. So we shall meet again in the coming session. Thank you.